Had to hit all the right buttons. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folks, thank you so much for joining and welcome to the NGS Division D first game of the season, at least on this channel. DeepFriedMingBalls versus Maximum Thrust. My name is Jinxie Cat. I've been away for a little bit, but I am back here now. And with me today is the very lovely Linehouse. How are you, my friend?
Ahoy. Doing well. I'm looking forward to casting the teams with the greatest names I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, absolutely. We were going through today, and we were looking at or not today, but a couple of days ago, we were looking at the teams, and I was like, yeah, who do you want to pick? There are a couple of things here, and he was like, their names are DeepFriedMingBalls and Maximum Thrust. Like, is there any competition? And so here we are.
Frankly, I was offended that you even had to ask.
I know, I'm the worst. But without further ado, we can get right into our maps. I'll bring it over here. So as you all can see, these are our... I can't speak tonight. It's been so long since I've casted. I'm sorry, everyone. Here are our maps for this evening. DeepFriedMingBalls went ahead and banned away... Brax's Holdout and Infernal Shrines. Members of Maximum Thrust banned Battlefield of Eternity and Volskaya Foundry. And our first game of the evening is going to be on Dragonshire. I told them to wait until 02, but clearly they can't follow directions. No, that's totally fine. Without further ado, it looks like we're about to hop into the draft. So let's head over to that.
Listen, 1 and 2 are very similar numbers, right? They're right next to each other. They take baths together. I don't know if you know that, but no, I really can't. I don't think I can blame them at all.
Fair enough.
Okay, they banned all the fun maps, and then they're taking us to Dragonshire in game 1. I like the team's names, but they're really disappointing me on their map selections.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Banning the namesake. Ooh, I don't know about all that.
That should be a 10-stroke penalty, I think. I don't
Linehouse...
know what that would do in this game, but...
Linehouse is a familiar name. What team was he on last season? I don't know. It was some team they fed in the first 40 seconds of every single game. They weren't very good.
I'm not important. Don't worry about it. Hey, they banned out Brightwing also. She's actually the best healer in the game, no matter what anybody tells you.
I'm actually kind of inclined to agree with that right now. It can be just so devastating to just constantly be under the pressure of I'm going in and 1v1 and then the Brightwing shows up and you get your character bonked. It feels awful.
To be fair, I'm actually just talking about that strictly from her voice lines perspective.
Fair enough. That's fair too, as we're going to see Zagara banned away. I'm watching this on my OBS, so I realize the game has no sound for the chat, so let's fix that. Oh, man. Can you tell it's been a long off-season?
It has. What a world we live in, by the way. Asmodan and Zagara get banned out, and then freaking Gazlowe is first pick. This is Hoots 2021. I hope everyone's here for a good wild ride.
I was gonna say this is the worst possible timeline. Oh yeah, Vala was left up, by the way, so they're gonna go ahead and grab her along with Varian as an excellent just lock him down tank to have Vala blast him away. But I feel like this is the second worst timeline because in my humble opinion, the worst timeline was the fact that they were going to put Big Bird on the Challenger, but they couldn't make a spacesuit large enough to fit his costume. And in my opinion, that's the worst one.
I've not... What? I must have missed that story. That's fantastic.
We can talk
That's
about
worth
it later. Yeah, no, they were going to put Big Bird on the Challenger, but they couldn't make a spacesuit large enough to fit the person and the Big Bird costume, so they didn't do it, and as such, he didn't die.
Well, that is helpful. Tickus and
yeah,
Malfurion were selected as well by MingBalls, and now May's been banned out.
This is an interesting one. They've gone for Malfurion, so I'm curious if they're going to have a Cho'Gall, or not a Cho'Gall, sorry, I can't speak. Stitches, they're both big and have their, their asses out. So potential Stitches coming through here with the Malfurion tells me, though May is great for Malfurion, you can kind of ban away one of her counters. They did ban the Stukov as well, so lots of possibilities here.
It's Stooky Bookie. What would be the supportive choice at this point? Is it Anduin? Is it Andy Win?
Here we go again.
Nope, Tyrande. Well, of course it's Tyrande. Or, I mean, they have Varian, I guess, and you want low healing, so obviously you pick Tyrande. And then Chromie has also been paired up with this for some reason. I'm actually really confused by the maximum thrust draft so far, and I'm very curious what their plan is. Honestly.
Yeah, they definitely have a plan. We'll see how it works for them. And, you know, seeing it all come together now, you can tell the teams have really done their research because, you know, Stukov was banned away, Malfurion was picked, and those are the two best supports to go along with a variant taunt draft. So we have devolved into full chaos here as the Hen is going to grab that Valera, and then Garrosh is going to be picked up by Huli here.
I don't want to be here anymore. Can you? I mean, actually, the more I'm looking at Maximum Thrust team, I can they're very strong after level 4 point control down at the bottom.
Absolutely.
I want to see what they're gonna do at the top. I'm really curious with their offlaner into this Gas Lord. Okay, so double soaking. Okay, I guess I can see the right hand side, and the left is just gonna be who is Valera just gonna keep floating mid and bot?
This is interesting for me. We do see a lot of Valera on Dragonshire just because you can rotate around and gank those stragglers. But really smart draft here by Maximum Thrust. They've gone ahead and grabbed the Leoric, which is probably one of the hardest heroes to gank in the entire game. So even if she jumps on top of him, her initial opener doesn't do enough damage that he can't just, you know, go scoot away. So it'll be really hard, I feel like, for the Valera to get value unless the, you know, Chromie, Vala, those heroes are just kind of out in a lane, which they never should be based on the draft here from the side of Maximum Thrust, but we'll have to see him.
Yeah, the only concern I would say is Tyrande doesn't really have a good cleanse for what is going to be a Garrosh throw, and not really great healing either for saving someone from that. I mean, she got obviously the extra DPS, the extra stun, and lockdown, so they very much want to find some way and kill them, but that's also what the Ming Balls want to do, and that's what I'm going to call that team, by the way, and I'm pretty sure that was as intended. So.
Oh, goodness. We'll have to see as we hop on in to game number 1 in our best of 3 series. Over here on the right-hand side, we have DeepFriedMingBalls with Tazik on that Garrosh. The Hen will be your Tyrande. Huli is your Garrosh. Elixir on the Malfurion. And Kirk 66 will be your Gazlo.
No skins. Sorry, and on the right-hand side, we got, for Maximum Thrust, Vacuity on Vala, Xylif on Leoric, W-Star and Chromie, anyone on Varian, and does that say Diet Llama? Why is my Diet Llama? See, the word verbiage was on top and I couldn't see it. Also, your team name was much easier to say than mine.
That's why I said it. Oh my goodness. Maximum Thrust. I wanted to get behind him as I accidentally head over to the middle of the lane, but there are a bunch of dirty well snipers, so no love for them. Oh,
yeah, respect lost.
Great root there by Malfurion. Chromie very low. Great stun. It actually is going to be Leoric who goes down first blood. W-Star very low as well. It's going to be absolutely bopped there by Tychus. 2 for nothing. I hope the well was worth it again. That is what happens to dirty well snipers. They're going to look for Varian here. And that is one of the best things you can do against a Varian comp is, you know, they're not strong until level 4. So you just go in hard and absolutely decimate them. And they do.
Yes. And for sure, like, that was very, very nice to see for, like you said, dirty well snipers. But what I really loved in that is the fact that Garrosh has the, what's it called? The throwing your ally already at level 1 and use that to great effect to yeet Valera on top for the extra secure the kills.
Ooh, the vault is already down. There's the throw. Goodbye, Vala. Ends up just being blasted into oblivion before much can be done there.
Okay, so far, this has been very, very much the Garrosh pick comp as has been intended.
Oh, it's always great when you have that variant from level 1 on the get-go. But level 4 will make the members of Maximum Thrust stronger. We'll have to see how it plays out for the teams here. Chromie has now gotten that level 4. Her level 2 talent, that Adhoral Anomaly, down on the bottom. She is going to stack up to Huli a little bit, though by himself, not too much to worry about.
So far in this top lane, I'm actually taking a look. The Gazlo has been pretty strong against this Leoric, although I wonder how that progresses later on. I would imagine the Gazlo should win this lane pretty easily, but the Leoric I think has the better double soak. Oh,
Yeah,
that was a kill.
absolutely. Oh, while we're taking a look at that, though, we did manage to get blue team to have that early Dragon Knight. Oh my goodness, missing kills left and right. T2ers everywhere. Malfurion ends up falling here. They're gonna bring the Dragon bottom.
That's such a fast dragon. Like not even 2.5 minutes in.
Well, I see what they can get done with it. Valyria is in the Dragon. You can see it just melting down here. That is kind of the problem with the early Dragon. But yeah, I'm really surprised too that they were able to just go ahead and immediately snap grab this. The members of Maximum Thrust maybe sleeping a little bit here. But of course, early Dragon, the only end up losing is just a front wall and a tower.
Well, let's see. Varian had died bot, and Chromie was heavily pressured, and that's why the Malfurion was so deep and got killed by the towers. So I guess they just used the opportunity to snake in that dragon, and then yeah, the Valyria just deleted the poor little Leoric. He's already been killed.
Oh my goodness, is that his third death? We'll have to go ahead and...
Oh no, I'm actually talking about Leoric's lore at this point.
Oh, R.I.P.
He's already dead.
I actually never played a Diablo game. Damn, Hooli, no shame going in, ends up going down there. There are kills on the board, and it looks like Leoric has actually only died twice here. Garrosh can now add a tally onto that board. And if everybody could stop dying off my screen, for example, this Gazlo, who's about to be ganked and just blasted, there's the full comp from Maximum Thrust. Not even the bomb could save him as he's just sent into the Shadow Realm. You know, that'd be great.
I'm actually very curious to see how this Valyria is going to keep progressing, because even in that team fight where the Garrosh died, they did so much damage in very, very short time. And there's a taunt maybe going? No.
Not gonna taunt her just yet. She's able to hit that Shadow Sneak just so quickly that, you know, point-and-click CCs like Varian aren't going to be as effective because you've got to get the charge off. You have to instantly taunt, otherwise she's just able to become untargetable.
Right. This is still early on. Both teams are still, like, you know, bottom 4 towers are gone. They're both there. Maximum Thrust is getting their camp on the right. I'm still trying to figure out what is their win condition. Like, they need to be able to control bot lane, but they haven't really been committing to doing so either.
They managed to grab their own camp. Meanwhile, though, like you said, they're losing so much down here. They've left Chromie in the lane to soak. She gets vision to know that they are, in fact, on that front tower here. Hooli gonna take quite a bit of damage. Oh, no. Tower is hurt, as Snag always says.
Yeah, I'm really just kind of curious what is the game plan here for Maximum Thrust. I wonder what the late game's going to look like. And there's a nice throw by the Garrosh, and Varian gets caught in the root.
Anyone
it
very
is
low.
Varian. It is a level 8 Varian, though. Wait, was that a Garrosh beam? Or Tychus, okay.
Taunt will come out onto Malfurion. Great use of the Into the Fray to save the day. Everyone just looking to try and pick somebody off here, but they're nice and safe. Meanwhile, top lane, of course, just being taken care of. Kirk very low here, has to be careful. The red dragon is available. We're going to see the hen rotate into that middle lane and just wait for some unfortunate soul to come through.
Ooh,
so far,
Varian?
Oh.
Varian? Yep, he did go
Oh,
down.
no! No! Gosh darn it, I missed them both. So Leoric did come try to get that middle dragon, but in the end, ended up going down there. Just had half health, just tapped Fountain, but pre-tapping health is not current health, and despite having all that channeled up, wasn't able to get it. It is going to be a blue dragon now with both frontliners dead, and this will once again... Oh, wait! Oh, he's not quick enough. Just res a split second too late.
Yeah, so anyone on the Varian kept kind of challenging the Garrosh, and Garrosh said okay, and he just chucked him into the tower. So I think there's going to be a little bit of adjustment need to be made by Maximum Thrust. Like, you can't just challenge the Garrosh like that, particularly under their fort.
Yeah, it can be.
I wonder. Yeah, sorry.
By all means, go ahead. You know a little bit more about all this than I do. It's from bottom wall, or at bottom tower. Fort, there we go. Got there in the end. Is going to be taken away.
Yeah, so far, MingBalls, still a great name, is executing their comp to perfection. They're actually waiting and being patient and letting Maximum Thrust make mistakes in essence, and they're punishing them for it, as opposed to like trying to force the issue.
It's one of the hard things when you are behind. Variant comps do like to win more. Great taunt coming out here. Big stun onto Huli, taking quite a bit of damage. Great use of the Entomb. Out's going to come out the Malfurion. 2 members hit. Big kick onto Varian there, so no more engaged. Time loop coming out onto Valera, is able to get back into her smoke bomb. Lyric is traded out. They're going to drop the stun onto Varian. There's the taunt. Anyone going to secure that kill. And a great turnaround here from the members of Maximum Thrust, who have been struggling, but were able to find a perfect fight there. The big thing, you know, Dragon Knight isn't great for team fights, so if you can fight behind it like that, then it can be just devastating for the team with the Dragon.
And I really like the fact that they got those 2 kills, a 2-for-1 trade, and immediately pushed and got those towers as they're right there. Now there it is again, though. The Variant got thrown again into the tower, and yeah, they have to respect the Garrosh.
I think that's been the biggest thing here. Garrosh will be interrupted by the time loop. But, you know, the same way that we always say Garrosh counters Diablo, Garrosh counters Varian too, and I feel like a lot of folks don't necessarily know that because it's the exact same thing. You're looking to go in and get your CC off, and if you do, and he's still got his whole combo up, then that's just a free kill. Varian even squishier than Diablo, doesn't have any kind of spell armor, so it can be just even more devastating. So anyone has to play slow, has to wait for either the stun or the throw. He doesn't have to wait for both of them, but if he can get one out before he goes in, I think they'll be doing significantly better.
Yep, we have a little bit of a kerfuffle going on here in the bot lane. The Leoric's able to ghost their way out of that conversation. And the camp does end up going to MingBalls in the end. That was a really fantastic rotation by them. They recognized that Maximum Thrust was making a play for that camp. Ooh.
Oh, ghosted out of the conversation, just like my Tinder. The wraparound play here, though. 2 members going to be caught by Leoric. Elixir very low, and Engadebe ended up thrown into the back line there. Gets to safety. Leoric, the first to go down. Vala right behind him. And once again, another great trade made by the members of DeepFriedMingBalls.
What did you say? Ghosted like your Tinder?
Oh, I'm in a very loving relationship, but the joke was there, so I couldn't not. Oh,
okay.
man. Okay.
This is you for a while. I can't.
So once again, DeepFriedMingBalls, they do have this dragon here, going to head on through to that middle fort here, and it is just going to be smacked into oblivion. Once again, anyone going to be kicked away. This is the time for Maximum Thrust to bring it on back. Great Entomb, the Gravo Bomb, though, gorgeous, onto 3 members. Elixir escapes with just 100 health. Valera can do nothing to help her team in that dragon besides offer the occasional kick. They're going to look for Garrosh here. He's able to get away with that level 4 Indomitable, and now nobody goes down despite the beautiful play from both teams here. One thing I have to say is, you know, despite the struggles that Leo has had, these Entombs have been absolutely on point, and every single time he lands one, it's just devastating.
They have been pretty baller. And I'm pretty sure that's the most I've ever seen Shadowstalk heal at once in my entire life. Like, I don't think I've ever seen it do that much healing once before. It felt like, because I felt like they should have been dead, and all of a sudden they're all at half HP. That was pretty funny. But I have to ask this question: if DeepFriedMingBalls and Maximum Thrust had Tinder profiles, who would get the most matches?
Oh my!
Now we can still. Is that a question for chat?
Yeah, I think that's all right. Maybe we can put up a poll later. But if you are in chat, please give us your reasoning as to why you think Maximum Thrust and or DeepFriedMingBalls would have more Tinder matches. Oh, great use of the time trap by Chromie. They're going to get a big bonk onto the head, and they're going to back away. And I really like that Maximum Thrust is recognizing what the members of DeepFriedMingBalls are looking for now. So they're able to, you know, just kind of scoop them out. Okay, they're probably going to be in this bush. Let's put something here, and then maybe we can catch them, turn it around on them.
Trying to figure out how Maximum Thrust can get back into this game. I feel like they have to find a straggler, like maybe go get the Gazlo up top or something like that, because they're not gonna do it with Huli on the Garrosh. They're protecting their team just too much. I feel like they have to get a gank on the offlaner and then take a 4v5 and hope for the best.
The big thing here, they're all 5 down here, so they are down. They don't have level 16 yet. They have to play carefully. That's kind of one of the things that early, oh no, Leo is unstoppable. Taunt comes out. Lots of big abilities used. They actually end up throwing Malfurion. That's not where you want to be. Huli caught in the Entomb. Leo back to full health there. Ends up trading out, but Gazlo is back. A huge Gravel Bomb combo followed up by Malfurion. 2 for nothing. 2 for 1 there. Maybe more. Oh my goodness. Leo gonna go down. Anyone escapes with just the skin of their teeth. And this is what you were talking about earlier, Linehouse, is that Toronto doesn't have enough healing for these huge bursty comps. You know, there are other heroes that pair well with Varian. Anduin with the Chastise could be a good fit as well when, you know, the typical Stukov, Malfurion. Yeah, Light Bomb works fantastically as well. Just really not cutting it here, it looks like.
No, it is very, very unfortunate. And all I keep seeing is, I want Tyrande to be good. I really do. And I just think she struggles so hard to be a solo support. I can see her in double support comps for sure. But anyway, there's a half-dead keep. Garrosh is coming back. I'm just trying to think, is there any way they look for an engage here before? No. Okay, it's a little bit too late now. The Garrosh is there. Look at that yeet! Oh my god!
Oh, the head is chasing after him. He's picking after himself. He's going to drop that extra spell power. He's going to try and get on top of Valeera there. She is going to drop her own heroic ability. Shadowstalk will come out. He dives back in. He has the Protect. I don't think that Valeera has enough damage to kill a half-health variant with Protect here. Meanwhile, in the back, anyone is back. He's looking for Tychus. The throw from Huli, though. Stun will not come out. Great stun, though. It is going to be Tychus going down first. A maximum thrust. They're turning it around. Huli is low. Taunt comes out. You don't want them auto-attacking you when you have no health. Garrosh is going to be the next to fall.
That was a raw dog stun by Diet Llama, and that was so fucking sweet. Oh, I can't swear, I'm sorry. That was so sweet to see. Oh my god, that was such a good
Really, really nicely done. And now it looks like Gazlo may have overstayed his welcome there. He's going to catch anyone, and then the hen going to try and help out here too. But Varian not going to fall. He's a big, thick boy now. So a little bit harder to kill than he was in the early game. But absolutely, just a great raw stun from Tyrande. Seeing where they were going to go. Ends up turning this in the favor of maximum thrust.
That's one way to turn it around, though. 3 dead, moving on, taking 1 fort. Can they get a second fort? Or they get the camp for sure. Gazlo's dead for 30 more seconds now. They don't have towers. Oof, they don't have towers in the mid. It's been a rough game. But if they can keep up that's exactly what they want, right? They want that variant going in, or not even the variant going in. They just want that combo, right, to delete somebody. And they can do that with the Vala and the Chromie. They just need to catch someone just barely out of position. That's what they got in that last fight.
Yeah, that's the big thing, is they just need to. I think the hard thing that Maximum Thrust finally have started doing is holding off on the Varian and waiting for the re-engage, because that's the big thing here. Okay, maybe not. Team was a little bit far there.
Well, their team wasn't even there. I feel bad. I think the Varian just like pushing a little bit too hard. Just needed reining in a little bit. Just reining in a little bit, because it's there when the team's there.
Absolutely. Oh, they're going to try and get it. Can they get it? They throw Tychus onto the point. The camp is just going to have to be evacuated. So many heroics coming out there. Malfurion and Tyrande both hitting it. There's going to be gravity, or excuse me, Leoric heroic there onto that Valeera. Oh no, Chromie was thrown into the back. They're going to trade for Garrosh. There's so much going on here. Sleep from Mouth, level 1 Emerald Dreams there. 1 for 2 trade. Rough.
Yeah, meanwhile, Gazlo was not even at the team fight the whole time. So they took 2 kills for 1 in a 4v5. Right? Or was Leo not there?
Leo was there. Right? He got a really good Entomb off.
Yeah, so 4v5 and DeepFriedMingBalls came out ahead. And they got the dragon.
They just had a little bit more control over the whole map, I feel, is the big thing here for DeepFriedMingBalls. With the Valeera, they've been able to constantly go around and pressure everybody, whereas the kill comp before can't really do that. You can't really leave Vala alone in a lane safely for a long amount of time. Ooh, great Entomb though. Malfurion just blasted into Oblivion, though they are going to lose Leoric for it. Tyka's the next to go down. Once again, Variant being kicked away. Dragon is wailing on the core, but may not have enough to end this, depending on how it goes. W-Star is back. Dragon goes down. It's just Valeera who gets stunned by the core. There's the taunt, the follow-up of Vala. The end drops the smoke bomb, but everybody is biding at their time. This keep will reveal her, and it's actually going to be the hoot kill from Tyrande.
Hoot, hoot.
Oh, man.
That was a good core defense. Like, again, like it's there, right? Maximum thrust, their combo is there, and they are securing those kills at times in this match and keeping themselves in it. I'm wondering if they can just find a way. I mean, it is late game hoots, right? All they gotta do is get one more team fight. Honestly, if they can get this keep right here, they might be able to secure a victory. So it's not out of reach at all.
Chromie is great for sieging. They're going to throw Leo there. Entomb does come out. Gazlo cannot help. Out comes Tyrande to try and save the day. Garros, though, is going to be the one to fall. Leo going to get away with 800 health. Great healing from Diet Llama. And oh my goodness, don't call it a comeback, but Maximum Thrust are going full force.
Get the keep. No. Who cares about that camp? Oh, please get the camp and go with the keep. Oh no, it's the wrong direction. Where are you going? Friends!
Oh, well, they gotta deal with the core. You know, that's fair.
I mean,
Leo had to go back.
Leo's there.
Probably could have gotten the keep. Unfortunate.
Give a hoot, kill a rogue. That is not They're not wrong.
Oh, a little bit of lag there, but a lot happening immediately. Malfurion drops his heroic, but it is going to be the Entomb that just destroys Gazlo's life. And this Entomb is just keeping this game alive for the members of Maximum Thrust there. Poor Gaz, every time he tries to step up and do anything, he just gets blown into oblivion there. Everyone knows they have to stay back until that Entomb is down. But right now, it is just single-handedly winning this game for Maximum Thrust.
So that's been the combo, right? They time loop somebody. So Chromie time looped the Gaz Lord. They didn't know where to go because they knew they were coming back. And immediately when that loop happens, Vala chucks down her stun, and then Leo threw out the Entomb, and it caught a wild Tychus in it as well. And so it was, again, like that combo is like so fantastic when they do it. They almost don't even actually need the variant. Like, they don't need to be that far in. So they keep staggering these kills. I don't know. This is still within reach. Within thrusting reach, I guess.
They're gonna come down and get this bottom camp here. Everybody's just hanging out for right now. Dragon Knight will need to be defended. They didn't get much with the Gazlo death, so he is going to be back. But once again, another beautiful combo like that could be the end of the game. The big thing here, Maximum Thrust, they're winning these fights post 16, and that's pretty much all you need to do to win a game of Heroes of the Storm in this day and age. Is just take one team fight. Ooh, Elixir is gonna get chunked into oblivion. So big fights over this. We are going to see DeepFriedMingBalls take most of the take the advantage here, but oh, there it is. Once again, Garas's low taunt comes out. There's the unstop from him. They are not going to be able to kill him off this time around, and it's all falling apart. Stun onto anyone on the front line, desperately trying to get away. Beautiful stun by Tyrande to save the day. Is it gonna be enough? Varian, oh, he's gonna walk into the stun. Valeria's gotten the dragon. Is this the end?
It's over. They got the dragon 21 minutes in, 52% core. That was a nice effort to get back in it, but ooh, that last team fight was just so well played by Mingballs.
Absolutely. Core is falling fast. It's just Leoric and Tyrande alive. It's not going to be enough. It's game number 1. We'll head over to DeepFriedMingBalls. GG.
GG, go next. I mean, wait. Yeah, we have a game 2. Go on next game.
All right, let's take a look at that score screen. We have to remember that these guys probably have a little bit more sportsmanship than our own team. You know, halfway through the game, they're probably not like, GG, let's go see what the next one has in store. Because that was actually, like, once we got to the end, pretty close there. Once Maximum Thrust figured out their win condition, they were coming in hot. I mean, by level 20, they hadn't taken a single fort. And by the end of the game, I think we were tied up on keeps there. Maybe you know, 2 to 3, I think, is what the end result was. So they were able to get 3 forts in the time that DeepFriedMingBalls got the keep. Unfortunately, just didn't pan out for them.
No, but I'd be curious to see what happens in game number 2, because I feel like this game was lost because of the lack of patience in the early game by Maximum Thrust, and they seemed to do a lot better job of that in the second half of the match. And it was very evident how they started coming back and clawing their way back into this match. So I'm very curious to see how game number 2 goes, because I still feel like this could easily be a 3-game set.
Absolutely. And, you know, I'm kind of inclined to agree. We've all been there. We've all struggled, especially when you have an idea of how a hero is supposed to be played. I know as a tank player myself, I struggle with it all the time of, okay, I need to be variant. I need to go in. I need to look for the taunt, and then my team kills them. But that's exactly what DeepFriedMingBalls were trying to do as well there, as we can see. And so in the end, they just ended up having the better strategy, being able to kill that variant off, when in reality, you kind of want to look for, okay, maybe somebody gets thrown, and then we try to taunt, get a counter kill, right? Because you get it earlier. It's a shorter cooldown than the Garrosh taunt. A couple of different ways they could have played it. Game 2, though, I'm so excited for him.
I'm ready for a quick break because I need more liquid courage for this.
Absolutely. We'll go ahead and wait for those teams to get set up. If folks want to see the score screen, we'll take a look here. DeepFriedMingBalls have game number 1 on lock. We're just waiting for that second map. So you guys go ahead, grab a snack, be right back, and we will see you for game number 2.
Firing shots, high caliber round. If you know what's best, then you better get down. Down. Get down. Down. Better get down. Down. Get down. I wanna see you get to the ground. You're being held up by the UK sound. Firing shots, high caliber round. High caliber round. Then you better get down. High caliber round. Then you better get down. High caliber round. Then you better get down. High caliber round. Firing shots, high caliber round. If you know what's best, then you better get down. Down. Get down. Down. Better get down. Down. Get down. I wanna see you get to the ground. You're being held up by the UK sound. Firing shots, high caliber round.
you miss us? I missed you, and apparently we're missing Linehouse because I never know how any of this works. So there we go. There he is. Oh man. If any of the teams are watching, I sincerely apologize because this is how the first cast of the season always goes, and it's so unfortunate for whoever gets it while I learn how to be a professional again. But you all know the saying, it's not a stream, a jinxie stream unless something goes wrong. So
well, I mean, to be fair, you have me co-casting, so you already know it's not going to be professional at all. So they're asking if we're ready.
I see that.
I see, and we're going in. Wait, we keep counting down. I'm very close.
It's because we flamed them in game number 1 for going on the 1 instead of the 2.
Now they know better. Now they know better.
That's right. Fear the wrath of my strongly worded emails, aka me whining to Crushinator going, these teams aren't very nice. No, I've actually never done that over. They went on the 1 instead of the 2. Could you imagine?
How dare. How dare. So we're on Cursed Hollow, so I expect to see the Vikings, first pick.
Of course.
With Abathur followed up afterwards. And
well, who
then,
else would hat Olaf then?
And now you know what? Now I don't know why that old Cloud9 draft on this map just popped in my head with
the
Leoric,
Murky,
Abathur,
and the Brightwing.
What was the other two? Was it Brightwing? What was the fifth item or fifth hero? I can't remember.
I cannot remember for the life of me. It was Murky, Abathur, Brightwing.
It was the most toxic comp because they're like kill Leoric, kill Murky. We don't care.
Yeah. All right. Well, the score has been set. Gazlo going to be banned away for game number 2. Zagara once again banned. I think that surprises nobody. And Brightwing, another great support taken out. They banned her away in game number 1 as well, if I remember correctly.
You kind of have to ban Brightwing on Cursed Hollow as well. If you're gonna ban him game 1, you might as well do it on game 2.
Absolutely.
Gazlo getting the is that the respect ban? Because the Gazlo Gravel Bomb combo was probably one of the most effective plays in game number 1 that secured the victory in the end, other than the Garrosh just chucking everyone to their death.
Oh, all right.
The skin. Didn't do the skins.
So sometimes you just gotta flex on your enemy. Be like, I have all these Asmodan skins. I don't feel like it's as intimidating as it was like back in the day when you could only get skins for money or through gold.
I thought their name was Asmo Chad. Did I miss the memo or something? Is it not Asmo Chad? I thought it was Asmo Chad.
Is it Asthma? I feel like he's not an Asthma Chad anymore ever since he got nerfed. He's kind of an Asthma Brad now.
Brad. That's fair. That's fair. And then the Vala and Stitches. A little bit different draft so far from MingBalls. They taken the Vala this time. How does Vala keep making it through the first pick? It's two games in a row.
For the Lich King. Captain Hen, thank you very much for the follow. Great job on that Valera game number 1. We're excited to see what you guys pull out now. Is Sylvanas coming in for the members of Maximum Thrust and anyone grabbing that Blaze. I like Blaze into Stitches just because if you hook the Blaze and that's a free stun on the whole enemy team.
That's main tank Blaze currently right now.
That's what it's looking like.
I like that too. Yeah. I like that too. It's like the when you throw out a hook from Stitches and you say I want anybody but Blaze, and if Blaze comes your way, you just kind of like go.
Everyone collectively sighs as your DPS dies.
And they go thanks Stitches. Stooky Bookie being banned again. Well, let's see what we're gonna get on this side.
Leo gonna be banned away. Interesting enough here, but I think fair. It was really effective in the last game. Obviously, the members of Maximum Thrust know how good it can be. Malfurion Stitches, that's probably what I would have gone for in the ban because it's the signature look and we saw Elixir just play it so effectively in the last game. But, maybe they know something we don't.
I mean, that Malfurion looked pretty good. Impression. I do actually like that they took Tranquility as well, just for that sustained healing, and then Mouth IL. Oh, I do love a good Mouth IL, even though their ultimate is one of the most frustrating to play against as a tank. Although they do have Blaze, so if they go Bunker, they should be fine. And Dahaka, now being picked. I like this draft a lot better for Maximum Thrust in Game 2 so far than Game 1.
It's a really solid draft. They've got a lot of mobility.
Never mind.
Oh, no, don't bully the Tyrande. She did good last game.
Did we lose me?
Did we lose? Are we dead? Hello? Can you hear me? Can chat hear me? It says that we're still live. I realized I somehow managed to accidentally mute my Discord, but not mute stream. So that's foolish.
I'm like, am I still connected? Am I crazy?
Oh no. Maximum Thrust, DeepFriedMingBalls. I'm so sorry if you watch this back. Chat, I'm sorry. I don't know where we are, but I hope I get home soon. As we head on in to this game. Looking at this, oh man, the Deathwing final pick. I feel like that's kind of the nail in the coffin. I want to see what Maximum Thrust can do with this draft, because I think it's much stronger than their draft on Dragonshire. I'm really excited for the Blaze and the Dahaka, but that Deathwing is just going to be devastating into Asmodean and Sylvanas.
And a solo support Tyrande again. Like, I want to believe, but I don't think Tyrande can do enough to secure this, to keep people alive, or even like secure enough of a kill or anything. I don't know. Does the Owl affect Deathwing? I know it won't slow them or anything, but does it affect their DPS output at all?
If
the
they
later
get
levels,
hit,
I can't
yeah,
remember.
the Harsh Moonlight is the talent you're thinking of, and yes, it will reduce the damage that he does.
Listen, I've only played this game for like 4 or 5 years. You can't ask me to remember talent names.
I
Like,
mean,
please.
I don't know. The way the devs set it up, they're like, this CC works on this hero, but only if it's the second Tuesday of the month and you hit it exactly at 11:57 p.m. Then you get the intended effect. Other than that, like, it's a shot in the dark.
True story.
All right, let's head on to the middle of the map where nobody is here yet. Will Maximum Thrust. All right, Elixir was hit by the Owl. They tried to step out of the way after it was hit. So, GG,
already won the game.
WP. Yeah, I don't see how DeepFriedMingBalls can come back from this.
Ooh.
All right, that's
true.
a good
That's
start.
a nice little tongue.
Oh
Yeah,
my
onto
god, the
stitches.
5-man stomp from Deathwing! Absolutely crazy. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Everything's happening at once.
Oh, big
Whoa,
hook
that
onto
was weird.
anyone. Gonna continue to try and get away. They managed to avoid, oh my god, the 3-man stun. They can stand anywhere on the map, and they chose to stand there in the stun. W-Star gonna get away. Anyone may have just given his life. They look for the stun, but a great sidestep from Kerker does end up giving him his life. However, in the bottom lane, your boy
Yeah, that's fine.
Asmodean has oh, just kidding. Oh my goodness, the god.
That's not fine.
Okay, just kidding.
I was wondering though, if that counts 3 point. Oh, did he get the kill?
Okay, never mind.
Counter kill. That's pro.
Oh, we
that hook
almost
was
got
so
him with the
close.
hook. Both these teams came to play. Just everybody, no hex given. Just throwing out everything, and it is shaping up to be a very exciting game.
Is that Blaze on the camp already? Interesting. We got rotation going top, but I don't think you're ganking this Deathwing anytime soon.
They're going to do their best.
They just want to have a small, short conversation with them, and now they're going for that camp.
I'm gonna head to the Bruiser camp here. One thing I want to point out is Might of the Banshee Queen from Sylvanas. I'm really glad that W-Star took this because for those of you who don't know, Sylvanas does have percentage damage at level 1. It is on her. It's whenever you slow with your. I can't remember if it's auto attacks or if it is with the. These Withering Fires here. Oh, goodbye, Asmodean. He's killed by Malfurion.
Didn't make it that time. Asthma Brad.
Asthma Brad. Sorry, I feel like I'm dragging this out way longer than it needs to be. But yes, Sylvanas does have percentage damage. However, it is only if you are a hero who is able to be slowed. Since Deathwing is never able to be slowed, you don't get the percentage damage. So that's a common misconception a lot of folks have. So this is your Sylvanas pro tips with Jinxie Cat. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Hook comes out onto the Giant. They're going to bop that boy into the next game. And we're going to get started for this objective.
I have nothing to say. I can make witty comments, but I'm just kind of watching the show right now. And so far, I know there's been 2-1 in kills, but I actually still like Maximum Thrust Draft better, despite their best efforts in picking the Tyrande to make me vote against them.
Dialama has been doing pretty strong with it. I like that Maximum Thrust have been really controlling the map much more in this second game here. They've been rotating around, looking to just harass all of the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. DeepFriedMingBalls have executed a little bit better, I would say, in their kill con, but of course, I feel like theirs is a little bit easier to execute in that it's Unga Bunga hit the Stitches hook. So all the burden of execution is on Huli, so if they lose, you can 100% blame them. Gonna get the hook onto Diet Llama, however, anyone is there. Great stun, great slow from the Deathwing. Diet Llama is going to end up going down here, caught in the Malfurion and the Deathwing. The slows and roots are absolutely nuts, and everyone being low, Maximum Thrust is going to just have to concede this to the members of DeepFriedMingBalls.
These roots by Elixir have been insane. They were insane game 1 and they're insane game 2 so far. I'm sorry, after game 1, I feel like you have to ban the Malfurion. If nothing else, that they've shown that they can play the hero really well. And Malfurion, when they can land their roots like that over and over again and get effective healing now, is still a really dangerous support to play. Or to have on your team, for sure.
Yeah, I was really surprised when they ended up banning out the Leo. Looking at chat, it looks like Kirker is a very devastating Leoric player, so makes sense there, but I think the Malfurion is just a little, something that they at least had to consider.
I do like this attitude by Captain Hen as well. We blame Huli if we lose regardless. That is the correct attitude, because you always have to have a scapegoat on your team. That's what builds synergy and camaraderie, definitely.
I mean, yeah. Anytime something loses, we just blame Snag. So good to see that other teams have that mentality. Gibbs is also a viable scapegoat.
Yeah, Gibbs is a good one too.
Oh, goodbye, Vala. Face
Goodbye,
check to
Vala.
Bush. Ended up dying. That's how it be sometimes. Oh my goodness, Kirker is gonna just try and chunk anyone down here. He's just on top of this Blaze, flipping and juking and jiving like a mad lad. Roots will come out, but this time now it is going to be, oh.
They're not wailing, they're juking and jiving.
So, with Vala dead, we suspected that the members would have to back out. Completely forgot about Deathwing here, though. Is going to use their last meteor to try and secure this. 3 members have to get this, but in the end, it will go over to the side of Maximum Thrust.
I mean, I still love these team names. I don't know. I know I keep trying to think of actual commentary to make for the match, and there doesn't seem like an attempt in the mid lane for someone to die. But I just have to say, still mad respect, particularly for DeepFriedMingBalls, because I don't know how that came about. I don't know what that brainstorming session looked like, but they came out with gold at the end of that discussion. And whoever on the team came up with that, they deserve a raise. I don't know if you're paying them, but they deserve a raise.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you the pro caster tips. Casting Heroes of the Storm is 50% knowledge, 45% random BS, and 9% being bad at math. So,
I see what you did there.
I like to think that I'm funny. As we head on into the game, we are going to see Elixir try to grab this. Hook comes out. It's a swing and a miss there. Elixir in a great position. Anyone is just in Africa trying to get this here. Wailing Arrow will come out and hit several members of the Ming Balls here. Huli very, very low. Asman has got the laser on him tight. And once again, Hook not coming through. Deathwing going to send their Cataclysm into the bush here. Make sure that nobody heads over that way. Bellowing Roar will come out, connects onto several members there. Masculinity has to pop their trait, has to pop that heroic. It's going to get stunned out here. Malthael the first to go down. Hook connect onto anyone, and this is such a devastating front line. The big thing here as anyone charges in, a beautiful tongue. Oh my goodness. Vacuity, I hope I'm saying that correct, is going to snag that Stitches. And just what a great late game here, or middle game from the members of Maximum Thrust.
You know what's unfortunate for Maximum Thrust? They did a perfect job. They had that siege camp literally in the bot lane up at those towers for like the last minute. But the waves happened to come out just enough to prevent it from actually taking the towers fully. Like look where they're at. Like those should have been gone, and they played that perfectly, and yet the waves kind of screwed them a little bit.
Absolutely.
But they've been playing this map so much stronger and tighter than they did in the first game, and they are playing a lot more patience, and it's paying off so far.
They've really been keeping an eye on the Stitches and making sure that nobody is getting hooked unless it's beneficial. We saw in that last fight, you know, they got the hook onto anyone, but he ended up just stunning them and getting the kill like they said. They're able to grab the boss here. Now, the boss clear isn't exceptionally high for the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. The biggest one is Vala there, but you much rather have her at the objective trying to contest here. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to. W-Star going to grab that up. Hooli is low, going to be chunked away. And now the members can just continue to push on. The boss will continue to push with no forts chasing after it. Definitely has to use that Cataclysm to get away. Malthael is so very low. They're going to try and get the stun off with the Vala, but not going to connect him once again. Maximum Thrust really coming back after game number 1.
Did you see that wall? Oh, never mind. I'm out there and just got stunned by the boss. That boss was playing 6 hero right there. But that wall that they put up to try to make sure they secure the curse was just like, you none shall pass.
Oh, everybody was on the line. It was really, really well done. You know, someone in chat saying that Maximum Thrust not going to be able to contest as it gets later and later. And it turns out, you know, you don't really need to contest if you're able to just put up a meat shield of your thick heroes here. And they have so many of them. You do see the Gorge coming out onto Dahaka. He does pop his heroic ability there. Stun will not connect on to Stitches, but he is going to be able to get away. Oh, no, the last of his mana was used to get the tongue onto Dahaka. It was interrupted. Deathwing coming down. Huge root from Malfurion there. Bunker immediately popped, though. Malthael, the only one going down. Wings of So just going to get bonked. Hooli is dead, and this is looking like Maximum Thrust may be coming back swinging.
I feel for anyone because I feel like they have been like a hair off of like so many stuns, and that was another one right there. I'm just like thinking, how does no one get stunned there? If they get that stun, everyone is like the whole team gets stunned. Yet they're able to turn it around, get the bunker, get the kills with another Dahaka pull, and that's an easy GG. Look at that. This was way different than game number 1.
They had to test the waters a little bit, understood what they needed to do to make changes from game number 1, came back absolutely swinging, and that's really what we love to see from teams. You know, they're like, all right, I love that mentality because myself especially, I can get into a game, I'm like, all right, hurry up and lose so I can get off the game and away from you. I can't say. But, you know, they said, all right, we lost game number 1. Let's take a breather, understand what we need to do better in those situations, and just prepare for game number 2. And that's absolutely what they did. They picked a beautiful draft, and, you know, despite not necessarily showing heroes that I would say, yeah, you know, that counters a Deathwing, they were able to come through and make enough damage that he, you know, had to constantly back out of the fight. And as such, first curse and win. GG easy.
And I will say too, like it was nice to see that they made the adjustment. Like I doubt they listened to the cast, but the first thing we're saying in game number 1 is they look good. They just needed to be more patient, and they were way more patient in game number 2, and they were able to use that to easily secure a victory. Because this one was not as close as game number 1 for sure. And I will also note, Tyrande did somehow almost double the healing output of Malfurion. Now that could just be the circumstance how the game went, but I doubted that pick, and it worked out for them again. So kudos to them and to Diet Llama making Toronto work in 2021. Very impressive.
There are a couple of people who just kind of they like Toronto, and that's what they play, and you're like, okay, well, sure, you're a Toronto main, and then it just kind of slaps, and you're like, well, shit, I guess I'm the asshole now. So really well done to them. We're gonna head on over to our maps here where I update the score in real time. You guys get to all see that. I know it's very exciting. As we go 1-1, we have a series on our hands, ladies and gentlemen, and non-binary folks here, as Maximum Thrust take game number 2.
I wonder where we're gonna go for game 3. All the fun maps have been banned. Let's see, Towers of Doom is left.
I like Towers of Doom.
Yeah, Towers of Doom is good. What else is in the map pool? Garden of Terror is not, correct?
Correct. It was changed for Sky Temple.
What? Sky Temple?
Yeah, it's Dry Temple. I'm very sad.
Whoa, hold on. We picked Sky Temple over Garden of Terror? Who did that?
Well, one of the people we can definitely blame is, some no-name by the name of Tetcher, who may or may not be on BG Johanna Means family, where the rest of the team may or may not have all picked Hanamura Temple, but he decided that he was going to do what he found fun instead of what the family wanted, so...
Whoa. Hanamura's not in the map pool either?
No. All right.
Oh.
All right.
Towers of Doom. Excellent. We are going a great map.
Game number 3 is going to end where all good series should end, on Towers of Doom. W Star, thank you so very much for the follow. Great job in game number 2. This is the way to do it. So it looks like it has been picked by the members of Maximum Thrust.
Is it? Because I see first team draft is team 2 still.
Maybe it hasn't. I don't know.
We'll
you
see.
expect me to read?
No, I mean, yeah.
All right, we'll see if they change it at all. So potentially, yeah, it could be the members of DeepFriedMingBalls who picked this. Let me just go ahead and update that so the chat can see.
For the Lich King.
Everyday Retro Gaming, thank you very much for the follow. I hope you guys are enjoying.
I'm reading the chat. Do you want to hear a hot take?
Yeah.
I'd rather Blackheart's Bay be in the map pool than Sky Temple.
Damn, that is a hot take.
And both those maps are complete ass, just to be clear.
Is that your scientific opinion?
It's a technical term. Ass, by the way.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna let them know that we are ready to go. I'm glad we picked these teams, because if we had picked like super serious teams and they came back and this is the cast that they got, I'd be mad if my team was super serious. But with names like DeepFriedMingBalls and Maximum Thrust, I can't imagine that they're too straight and narrow.
How could they hate this? We're a delight. You have all the actual information, and then we also both make jokes, and it's been great.
Because people come and they're like, Jinxie, I like to watch your cast because I show up for the professionalism, and I'm like, oh no.
Whoa. They say that? Oh, I'm sorry to ruin your professionalism, then. That's my bad.
Oh,
it's on me.
I'm definitely not a professional.
You owned up that they both sucked? You're damn right I did, because they do. There's some bad maps, all right, in Hoots.
Yeah, there are some bad maps, and then there's Towers of Doom, which is the pinnacle of superiority. All right, with members of Maximum Thrust banning first, Braxis is pretty good too. I do like Braxis. I know that is a hot take. All right, so based on the fact that Maximum Thrust are banning first, we can infer that they will also be picking first. So this is a DeepFriedMingBalls map pick.
Yeah, we can infer. I like it. The same band, so nothing to talk about here. What was actually banned second? Was it Stukov? Okay, Asthma Chad.
It was
Asthma
banned-
Brad, I'm sorry. Asthma Brad.
Stukov was banned second in the. Oh!
He let Ming through. That's right.
Damn, nobody gives
This
a
is gonna be
shit
Ming on Ming
about
crime.
Vala. Like, Vala's in such an interesting spot right now because, like, everyone's like, oh, she's so good. Like, we have to pick her. But, like, everyone's like, at the point now, they're like, well, I'm not going to pick her first.
And they're not gonna pick her second or third. They got Gary Bear and the Tickus. Well, what's the new name we're calling Tychus?
Teacup?
Teacup. Yes, that's
I
right. That
wasn't
makes
going to
sense.
call him that on stream because if I'm like, yeah, the teacup coming in hot, everyone in chat is going to be like, what the heck are you talking about?
Now the chat knows. Chat has. Okay, we're giving them the dictionary. Tickus equals teacup. So now we can call him
Oh
teacup
my
the rest of the game.
God.
Just like we go Gary is Garrosh or Gare Bear, or Garlopolis. I'm actually making that up. I don't know. Johanna, and we're going to Ronda again. So Diet Llama is a one trick, and apparently they have much faith in themselves, and I like it. I dig it.
You know, sometimes not everybody is trying to pull out the Galaxy brand like multi-man flex. Where you're like, well, actually, if you look into the deep, you go into not just the regular game, the deep game. It turns out that actually Falstad is the
DeepFried.
best support. Shut the fuck up.
The deep fried game. Actually, I like what Spectrum put. More like maximum thrust Ming balls.
Oh.
Eh? That was for you, Spectrum. You're welcome.
I'm so sorry, everyone. I hope you guys are all enjoying. But yeah, no, actually, I respect it. If you like it, if it works, if you're good on it, and the rest of the team isn't going to respect it, then, keep picking it. Make him respect it. I know one team I was playing on a while ago, one of our players had like an 80% win rate on... I don't even remember who the hero was. I think it was Junkrat, even though Junkrat wasn't like super popular at the time. And it was over like, 10 to 15 games. So it wasn't a fluke, like he'd only played it just a couple of times. And people still weren't banning it. And I was like, this is honestly so disrespectful. Almost as disrespectful as this Murky pick that's come out.
We got an Uther, and now I got a Murky. And I don't know who to root for now. Uther. Is that gonna be solo support Uther? Like against solo support Tyrande? What is this? Is this like
2018?
2018? No, I got some never mind.
Oh man.
This is 2018 Hoots? Like look at these old school healers being brought out. I love it.
Oh man, back in the day when there were 3 supports, it was Tyrande, Uther, and Lily.
Yeah.
That's all you could play. Oh, and Brightwing was there too. 4 supports.
Okay, so what comp you like better? For this map?
Oh god. For this map, I think I have to go with DeepFriedMingBalls.
I think I have to go for maximum thrust
Okay.
because they have Murky.
Mm-hmm.
And Murky's the best hero in the game. I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you realize that Murky is actually the best hero in the game. It actually says so on their bio. I don't know if you read that before.
Oh, I actually haven't. No.
Yeah, if you click on Murky in the game, it says best hero in the game. You have to read it. It's like it's kind of hidden, and then all the dialogue about how the hero sucks. But it says in there somewhere that he's the best hero. So just to be clear.
Okay,
I think
I'll have to check that out after the game. This is a completely honest and factual channel, so you guys no need to fact check that. It's 100% correct.
Just check the
Linehouse
patch
has never lied in his life.
That's also factually correct. and Gibbs is a wonderful and stand-up human being. I know everyone knows who that is, but I don't lie about that.
I think Gibbs is neat. All right.
These teams though are neat. I
These
like
teams
it.
are
Game
super.
free.
Yeah, I was gonna say heading back into the game. Let us talk about the members of DeepFriedMingBalls with the head. You're gonna be playing that Samuro back in the game. Tazek will be your Tychus. Huli on that Garrosh. Wings of So is your running away from me Uther, and Kirker will be that Lucario. Yeah, no. Leoric, fuck. Oh no, I can't say that shit.
It's Lucario.
Kirker is your Lucario. That's Leo.
All right, on the side of Maximum Thrust, we got Dialama on the Tyrande, Vacuity on the Lunara, Xylophone on the Murky, W-Star on Li Ming, and anyone on Johanna. And if anyone in chat wants me to tell me how to pronounce that person's name for Murky, please let me know.
We're gonna have immediately the hen running down to the bottom, just gonna Samuro skirt away anyone looking for him. They're actually gonna hit him, and to no one's surprise, that kill I don't feel bad about missing. Murky is gonna get popped like a balloon in the top lane.
That's just the first form of Murky. Why is there egg back at the base?
Oh, heading back into lane, we're going to see Huli take quite a bit of damage there. Johanna is going to head up to that mid lane to get the soak. Now, the big thing here that is going to be hard is Murky, not necessarily the best double soaker, at least for a couple of levels here. He will get better.
How dare you?
The biggest thing is if he does pop and his egg is in base, that does in fact make it harder to double soak, considering he's got about 3 hit points. We're going to see a huge camp invade over here. Lots of fights happening. W-Star is very low, going to absolutely get bonked there by Tygus. Vacuity is low as well, and this is going to be a successful camp invade from the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. A squishy team of Maximum Thrust, not able to hold up just yet.
I did like the courage that Lunara showed to hop on the camp to try to save it just long enough for Johanna to get in there, but then they didn't really back up. And so it was able to, once they had both Ming and the Lunara fall, it was an easy steal, and now they start off with both camps, 2 for nothing special. In the camp edition.
The spicy thing here for me, at least, is we have a 4-man Samuro, which we don't typically see, but it is working out really, really well, especially when you consider, like that last team fight that they just had, instead of having, 4 members on the camp, there were 6, which made it even harder because those clones do count for standing on that camp to contest, which means you can just put them on there and then back off while you wait for the real heroes to heal up. We are going to see Huli, though, going to just get shredded by the members of Maximum Thrust. The Li Ming Orb, really great into Gyarados, one of the best heroes you can pick just because she does so much burst damage, and if you do it while he's full health, he doesn't have that armor, so you can take a lot of health off of him.
I like to point out we have Traxxas in chat, who is a Murky connoisseur like myself, and they are defending Murky's honor on how they can double soak at level 1. I'm just saying, these are important things.
Here's a great double soak from level 1. All right, cool. Today I learn.
All right, so that's easily two towers to start off for Maximum Thrust because of the kill on the Gare Bear. I think it was Gare, right? But now are they gonna get that Lunara?
They're gonna try their best. She's running away. She is quite quick though, so able to get away. Great condemn from Johanna there. So is just gonna be able to get away safely. This is one of the best things about Maximum Thrust's team is they have a lot of safe poke, so they can just kind of hammer away, which is one thing that Gyarados doesn't really do well into, because even though he has that extra bit of armor, obviously he's got 50% armor, but if you only have 10 hit points, then it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Not being able to go in and take that damage really can put a damper on what he tries to do.
For 2 things, Lunara, they like to yeet and skeet, I believe, right? When they're moseying away. I think that's the technical term for that. Ooh, that W-Star was playing with fire, and they just got blown up for it. I was actually about to compliment them too, because they've been doing a great job of flying with their Ming orbs with the Johanna condemn. Because like every single time, like they're spot on with the condemn on there, and I think it's gonna pay dividends as the game progresses.
You should just stop complimenting the members of Maximum Thrust, because every time you do, one of them dies.
You're right. Maximum Thrust is a terrible team, and I don't understand why anybody would compliment them ever.
Oh man, they're gonna get everybody back up here in a moment. Look, I have to apologize to the teams after this.
I like their draft. I like both teams' drafts.
No,
actually,
absolutely.
But I like Maximum Thrust draft for this game, for this one. I want to see this work. Oh yeah, we're gonna trade. We're gonna trade. Okay.
And a couple of alders coming over. A little bit of a greedy play here by DeepFriedMingBalls. Both their frontliners. Actually, it's Tychus, and oh, he throws him and gets the stun onto his whole team. Holy, trolling the team. Luckily, it's just Johanna there to follow up, so nobody is going to be punished for that stun there. Everybody, of course, just going to trade out here, back away, look to do something else. Meanwhile, Samuro was able to grab that camp in the bottom. So they've really been able to just constantly put pressure on this bottom side of the map. As you can see, tower gate already down, side wall even down here on the side of the maximum thrust. They're going to pop Iron Skin, make sure they're not going to get thrown. Unstoppable has to be popped by Huli himself, but Sappers are going to be able to get in.
I feel like this bot lane should be in control of for maximum thrust, and are they gonna gank this Murky? Like, I don't think Murky cares. They're gonna get bottom towers though. Like, see, look what that perfect. Like they're rotating to gank a Murky, and maximum thrust immediately recognizes that to get a tower, and they back away, right? Like that's fantastic awareness of what's going on. And oh no, 0.25 of a hero just died.
Well, Taunt gonna come out. The thing is everybody already wanted to be auto-attacking Huli there, so he is gonna end up going down. Luckily for them, Taunt is a short cooldown, and again, beautiful play as you mentioned. They didn't have level 10 yet. They sure as heck have it now. Once again, Shadow Stock. Interesting from Lunara. Thornwood Vine coming out. As you can see, Samuro is going for that Blade Storm. Gonna get stunned out by Tyrande there. Has to be healed up. Shadow Stock coming through just to keep everybody nice and topped up. The Hen getting quite low. But now, team happy with what they've got so far, just going to back away. A second, the Tychus drill has been dropped down, so no real value from that.
Another raw stun from Tyrande. I am Ming Balls. I'm very, very aware of my positioning. But now she's going to get thrown in by the Gare Bear with the Falling Sword combo. Oh my goodness, that didn't work at all for them.
And Gyara's going to get killed here by Lunara. Great use of the Octograb from Murky. Uther finally finishing their quest. Murky will go down, but he will be back momentarily, thanks to, of course, you know, being a Murky there. Gyara's the only real casualty so far. Team still able to poke. Leo is down here. The Hen can continue to shift in and out. Right now, though, the Shrine is under full control of maximum thrust.
That was a really fantastic turnaround, though. Like there was no hesitation. The Tyrande got thrown, and the whole team said, "We go. We are protecting our family."
Oh, Kirk are gonna grab Vakuity here. But it's actually gonna be both teams getting quite low. Lunara dies, but that's gonna be Li Ming resets. 3 kills for 1. Tychus does end up falling there. Huli is back. That is going to be the Uther Ghost finally dying, and W Star with no mana after all those sick nasty kills will grab that shrine there.
3 for 1 special in favor of maximum thrust. You're getting quite the deal lately, have you noticed?
Really, really well done. Huli and Samuro going to step up to fight here. Great stun coming out. This is a hard team to defend into, though. Nobody has any health. Nobody has any mana. Octograb is going to come in, but again, no health, no mana. So that is going to be Murky going down. They did drop the Octo. Unlucky there. Great comeback coming in from DeepFriedMingBalls, who are still just looking for every aggressive advantage they can take, despite, you know, losing a hero there, being down a talent. They don't give a heck.
No, but that was really smart of them to come back and know they're on that camp, know that they could, even two for against 3, I think, for a little bit, know that they can stand there long enough for reinforcements to arrive and force maximum thrust to back up, and they were able to secure 2 camps for that.
That's been the big thing here for DeepFriedMingBalls is I don't know that the members of Maximum Thrust have actually taken a camp in the bottom lane. They've definitely tried, but they haven't been able to actually secure it as far as I'm aware. Maybe 1, I think. But throughout the course of the game, the members of DeepFriedMingBalls are just on top of it. However, they're actually really struggling to keep this bottom fort alive. At this point, you might just want to even give it over and then look to take it back. Yeah, it's going to die.
I mean, I feel like the Samuro just needs to stay in the 4, and they need to force Leoric to double soak at this point. But they keep trying. Like they're always down 4v3 at the bot, and it just feels like Maximum Thrust is able to just push in so far. But oh, that hootie hoot saves the channel. And this is going to keep going on for a little bit longer. They are able to secure it eventually, though. By losing Teacup, though, I think it's still worth it.
That's a fine trade for them, I think. If they can get out, that'd be even better. The Unstop coming out from the Johanna Falling Sword. There's going to be the Murky to finish it off. Hooli ends up going down. A little bit less worth now here. Wings of So is going to end up falling significantly less worth. And the big thing is they have no place safe to run back here. The Slow's coming out. The Hen trying to get away. They don't have any Samuro. Okay, yeah, if you kill them, it turns out, that's fine too. Wait, just kidding, that was the Uther clone. Yeah, so Samuro ends up falling here as well. No more tricks up his sleeve. And the members of Maximum Thrust really are taking control of this game as we head into level 16 here.
I mean, how much bad does it feel to be Samuro right there, knowing that you're near the death zone, but you have a Murky on you, and that Murky's like, I'm going to follow you in the death zone, even if you're not dead yet. Like, and you know I'm coming. And this match is in Maximum Thrust's hands. I'm trying to figure out what can DeepFriedMingBalls do at this point to get back in this.
The big thing here is I think they need to start picking off some of these squishier heroes and going for those longer and longer death timers, because you kill Murky, like that's fine. He'll be back in 10 seconds or whatever. Nobody really cares. If you kill Li Ming or Lunara, then that at this point is a 40 or so second kill timer, and that allows you to come in and fight a little bit better. They are going to find Murky once again. This is going to be the middle fort coming down, but the big thing is they need to change up their strategy with the poke of Lunara and Li Ming. You cannot Unga into their faces as Garrosh on your mount, because they will shoot you and you will die. I think that's the biggest thing, is stop running at them face forward.
Now this is interesting. They're in position. Are they going to get both channels up top? It's only a Murky. Oh, the hootie hoot again. Tyrande paying massive dividends. And they're going to be able to contest this now.
Finding the taunt only onto the Murky there. Once again, the D-Storm not going to connect. Oh, Wings of So is going to be saved by the Garrosh. There's the stun connecting onto two. Hooli trying to peel for the team. Tazik is looking for vacuity. There's the Lunara kill. The rest of the team is so low, but Tyrande has a full mana bar, basically. W-Star is going to look for the channel. The poke is down. They don't really have much here. Tychus Grenade is about that. They managed to pressure them off. Hooli is so low. The throw to save the life. 62%. Tychus will end up going down. Unfortunately for the Mings, it is not going to be the double cap as they had hoped and intended.
Did you see how far Murky chased Uther? He chased him all the way to the death zone.
Oh no, I missed that. I was looking at the...
They're like, you are out of this fight. We're both out of this fight, but you're more important than me.
Oh my goodness.
Samuro just went down. Where'd they go down?
I'm not sure where he died. I'm like looking, but I can't see where they really would have died. I guess maybe top died to the tower trying to take it, if I had to guess.
Maybe.
This
Maybe
is
the Murky did something.
Maybe, probably. Feels Murky, man. You always say, like, I hate Murky on this map because you can't just, like, Unga push, but the members of Maximum Thrust showing that is definitely not the case. Like, he's just been chilling. R.I.P. Leoric. He stepped out with 1 health and died.
I don't know. It felt like he had half a health bar, but that didn't last very long. The Ming combo just deleted a Leoric. I don't know. This is feeling very much like a reverse sweep from Maximum Thrust, unless something majorly changes from the side of Ming Balls. They have to readjust their playstyle. I just don't know what they can do. There's just so much poke, and Garrosh wants to go in.
I like that they do have the ability to take back these towers rather quickly. Of course, Murky is already working on that, so they need to get one soon because he is just going to constantly be able to chip away at that top tower. Everyone is here in the bottom lane. Just maybe send one of your better anti-pushers to go look at that mid lane here because Murky actually has come. He stopped pushing top for the moment, so they may have a chance. Oh, there's going to be the unstoppable. There's the taunt, but Johanna going to be able to save the day with the falling sword. We do see Kirker is very very low. That is going to be shots going over 6 shots to the members of DeepFriedMingBalls. Leo once again going down. They're going to try and get away. Oh my god!
Whoa.
They had families!
That's game, right?
Oh, there's one shot left. They're going to have to...
They get boss.
Boss is available. The big thing here.
I like teams that have good spirit.
All right, well, Uther and Garros need to get here really quickly if they want to try and make it. However, I don't feel that they're going to be able to do so. Unstop just to make sure. That is going to be the boss. That is going to be game number 2. Going over to the members of Maximum Thrust. GG.
GG, well played. That was a very fun series, for sure.
Oh my goodness. I hope you guys at home had as much fun as we did, because I'm a big fan of the teams. I think they're fun. I always like when they can laugh at themselves and have a good time. Maximum Thrust, they had a hard time in that first game, but game 2 and game number 3, they really, really brought it back and really, made it for a fun series.
Look at that soak. I mean, the siege is pretty good still. Like, not too much higher than the orc, but the soak, like 5,000 more. And I feel so bad because who's it? Kurkura? I can't read.
Kurkur?
Yeah, Kurkur.
Kurkuro? Oh, there's an O there. I'm a fool. I've been saying his name wrong all night.
Yeah, they tried so hard. Like, they were trying so hard to keep their team in it, and it just. What do you do against a Murky like that? The way that Xylophone, and please tell me how to say this name because I don't know how to say it, played their Murky was just to perfection. Being super annoying, always constantly being in the lanes. Well played. And they won with Tyrande. Kept keeping the faith.
I mean, They showed potential at the end of game number 1. Game number 2 definitely brought it back, and then game number 3, it was just looked like easy pickings for them. So really well done, played by the members of Maximum Thrust. And now we have the opportunity to hop into an interview with one of the players. So I'm gonna go check and see if they're in a lobby yet.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I think it'd be off camera. Hell yeah.
Damn, already messaging me, lobby. This team has just been so like, come on, we got shit to do. Like, hurry the series up. Let's hop into lobby number 4.
Okay.
All right.
That was a fun series, to be sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alrighty, how's it going?
Hello. All right, for the folks listening at home, which is everybody, we are joined by anyone. Congratulations on your game. How you feeling?
Good. I decided not to throw game 2 on my blaze there after the first few deaths, and yeah, got together.
That was a wise decision.
We were talking about it a little bit because it was just so unfortunate. The stunts were there. We could see it. It was a good attempt, but just by a centimeter, it was constantly off. And we're like, oh, this is so unlucky.
No, we have a coach who's been working with us, and she played with me, and she gave me some feedback, and she said, hit your skill shots.
And yeah, that does help.
Helpful.
Yeah, it's a pro tip there. So, anyways.
Yeah. Have you tried winning? That helps.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what our coach says. He just says, "Have you tried getting good?" And we always tell him no.
No. Yeah, well, that's a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, so game number 1 was a little bit rough. How did you guys bring back the momentum for game number 2? Because, we were telling chat a little bit, like after some of those games, you're just kind of like let's get this over with, because that was a little rough for you guys.
Well, game 1, I think we misplayed the end, right? Like, we had a little bit of a comeback there where we started pushing, right?
Right.
And we messed up because I mean, we don't. So the Valera was really good, right? And the Valera kind of messed us in that that last engage mid.
Right.
Like I was out of position because I was like, okay, I got to be forward and like looking for a gank, but then she came from the back line and just took us out. So we, in retrospect, we should have been, we were like, okay, we should have not done that and gone to push somewhere else, or get them out of position like we'd been doing, instead of like just waiting for Tychus to grenade us to death. So
right.
But I also think they could have won early on. Like, I think they had that an early Dragon Knight where they kind of stopped pushing. So
right.
yeah. Anyways, they took us, and I think they've been practicing more because it'd be hard not to practice more than us. So
Oh, I see that. I see your team is as dedicated as our team.
That's right. Yeah, high dedication. So
you had the practice schedule of, hey, look, some of us are on at the same time.
Exactly. Yeah, the old NGS maneuver there. So yeah.
So you guys play a lot of Tyrande. You want to tell us a little bit about why Tyrande, what, and how come you guys? I mean, because it worked out well for the most part.
Yeah. So so Diet Llama has a 65% win rate on Tyrande this season.
That'll do
in
it.
Stormling. So he gets that Tyrande in, and I think there's a few schools of thought on your healer, right? So either everyone can play bad and take a lot of damage, or you can kill them fast with stuns and Hunter's Mark, and then you don't have to heal as much.
Yeah, that makes sense. They don't take damage if they're dead.
And Tyrande, and I think if you noticed, Tyrande did out-heal them anyways in both games.
Yeah.
So,
Not
anyways.
the first game though.
Maybe not the first game, but the second two games. So,
they have a 64.3% win rate.
Oh my God, Linehouse, shut up.
I gave a little rounding. So no, I mean, and we played. I mean, we play a lot of the Blaze combo with Tyrande works well.
Right.
She's a lot of tools, right? If you're used to playing with her, but yeah, she's not your classical Storm League pug pick for sure.
Right, definitely.
So, what adjustment did you make after game one? Because it felt to us that you kind of pulled back the reins a little bit and started trying to be a bit more patient as a team overall. Was that the actual adjustment, or was it like a different mindset altogether that kind of went out? Because it seemed like brand new team game 2 and 3 than from what we saw in game 1.
Yeah, well, we got a little lucky by I mean, we got what kind of threw us actually was the Zagara have to ban, right? So because you kind of lose a ban right now because she's so broken, so we couldn't like manipulate the draft in the way that we wanted to, where so we could so in the next couple games you saw us taking like the Asmo and the Murky, which we would have kind of tried to get one of those, but instead like we had to there were so many other things we had to ban out that we kind of felt gimped first game.
Yeah, no, I can definitely understand that.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of our, based on the players we had, right? So Zelov, I think you call Xylophone. He
How do you say it again? Is it Zelov?
Zelov is how I pronounce it. That could be totally wrong, by the way. I'm known for pronouncing things wrong, but
okay.
Yeah.
If you watch the cast, I tried in game 1 and I gave up. So
yeah,
I tried.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, you saw his annoying offlane roster, right? So he's got every annoying offlaner is kind of who he gravitates to. So when we can get him on one of those, then the rest of the team can kind of just build around that. And we communicated to make sure he had like in Cursed Hollow was like, okay, let's give this because Asmo's getting value, and kind of kept trying to rotate the Dahaka Asmo, where they were at, so that Dahaka was ready to come in while Asmo was taking a building, right? So we could kind of get that double push.
Right, definitely. All right.
And then also I played better. I played bad game 1, and then I got my shit together. So.
Yeah,
I like to think that you had made adjustments.
That was the adjustment.
just get good, forehead, you know, like yeah, so really well done. You guys did absolutely amazing. The big question, you know, the one that's hanging in the air that I know is on everyone's minds right now, have you learned what happens to dirty well snipers?
Oh, apparently not good things.
You snipe the well, you lose the game. That's what happens. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules.
That's actually factually correct.
Yeah, I want to see the end of season stats on that. So.
Oh my god.
I mean, you're 2
somebody
and
get
1.
Key on the phone.
Oh, yeah.
You're 2 and 1. At least this is your first match, I assume. But you're 2 and 1 so far when you don't snipe the well.
So.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you're 2 and 0 when you
Two
don't snipe the well, and you're
Yes.
0 and 1 when you do snipe the well, like dirty well snipers. So.
All right, I'll get back to you as we snipe wells in future games.
Study every one of these games vastly over the entire season. Come back to the end of the season and be like, these are the stats.
All right. I think Jinxie, we have to cast their match the last week. Of the last week if we
sounds
can.
good.
And then we have to ask in chat. All right. What's the, I'm expecting stats. All right. I need to see. I need to hear them.
You're joking, but I did.
Oh, I'm not joking.
I revamped the placement committee stats pulling this season, so I'm deep into the stats with those guys.
All right. Well, we expect all the meme stats. All right. Well, my friend, thank you so much for the awesome games. It was very fun. Thanks for coming to chat to us. We will leave the floor to you now for any shout-outs, call-outs you want to get within reason. Have at it.
Yeah. So as this was my first season on the placement committee for NGS, so I'm going to shout out the placement committee for working very hard and tirelessly and taking all of these teams, complaining feedback and doing a reasonable job. Like coming out with like a 1 and 2 game is actually like that's the sign of a good placement.
Right.
So, anyways, well, I salute to all of the NGS volunteers over the years, and yeah.
And to be fair, before anybody gets upset, the community does complain, so he's absolutely correct.
No, I was gonna ask, like, okay, follow-up question, even though I said no more questions. Like, does anybody say anything nice to the placement committee? Because they work their asses off, and I feel like everyone's like, myself included, just like, why is this person in this place? When actually, if you look at the stats, you guys must be like, just shut the fuck up.
I have yet to see someone just be like, I have yet to see someone being like, wow, that was great placement coming through. Usually it's like, that was good placement, but we have a sub this season who was a grandmaster in League of Legends in '96, and now we have this thing to deal with. So yeah,
to everyone who doesn't know, like the placement committee, I don't ever want to do that, but I've seen enough some of the things they have to do. They have so little information to work off of, particularly because Blizzard themselves don't care about this game, so they have to just scratch and claw for anything they can find. Like the fact that I would say it's a 95% success rate is pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. So thank you guys. We appreciate you. So at least if everyone else just says hateful things, know that
They can go to hell.
At least 2 of us think you're doing an all right job.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah, thanks so much for chatting with us. Have a wonderful evening, and we look forward to seeing what you guys do the rest of the season.
All right, thanks for the cast. Take care.
Have a wonderful night. All right, my dears, we're gonna get Linehouse back on the phone here on the screen. Yeah.
Let me turn my camera back on.
I'll give him a call back.
Where is? There we go.
All right. Oh, I gotta click it. Oh gosh darn it. OBS, please.
Before you get a ticket.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Linehouse, for hanging out and casting with me. I hope you guys enjoyed our cast tonight. If you came expecting professionalism, I'm sorry, I don't do that anymore. So I hope you like, just chill NGS cast, because we really enjoy having y'all here. Thank you so much to the teams. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, friends. And thank you again,
Thanks for having
Linehouse.